Alright guys, welcome back to our GM mode commentary for the Philadelphia Flyers in NHL 13. In our last video, we got a bunch of simulating done through the season, and we've actually put ourselves in a pretty good position. We have 78 points on the year, and probably about a month or so left, so we have a bunch of games left to play. But we are going to spend most of this video at the trade deadline. So, I've kind of come to the conclusion that I think this team is missing something. For a while, I thought it was more defense, and I was looking at a few possible trades we could make to improve our defense. But as it stands right now, I think our defense is fine, because if I'm looking at stats, let's see here. Goals against per game, we're third in the NHL, and our penalty kill is second in the NHL. So defense isn't a problem for us. What I think a problem for us is the offense. And it's not necessarily a problem, it's just that I think we can solidify it with a trade more so than a trade for defense. So, look at it, we have Simmons and Voracek on the first line. We could bump Gagne up and he could be a first line forward for us, but he's playing really well with Bolin and Wheeler, so I don't want to mess with that too much. Gagne's comfortable there. He's still producing. I think he's leading our team in goals at this point. Or Giroux is, but Gagne's doing fine. But what I would like is to get another forward that's at least an 85 or so to play with Giroux, and I had a few ideas in mind. So we'll actually just go into the trade negotiations now. So, yes, let's get some trade negotiations done. Alright. Now, I'm not going to make these trades, but I'm just going to tell you guys what I was thinking. I had a few teams in mind that I was looking to get a defenseman from. One of them was the Capitals. I wanted to get Carl Alsner. I think he would solidify our defense because he's a defensive defenseman. And with Pronger and Timonen gone, our core would basically consist of Rundblad, Mazaros, Shen, and Grossman, with Seth Jones coming in the pipeline. Alsner would be a good balance to our lineup because Rundblad, he would be a top pairing guy with Rundblad, and Rundblad's an offensive defenseman, so they would play off each other well. Not too high a value, which is why I thought he'd be a good trade, but I think it would be better use of our assets to get a first line forward for Giroux. Another guy I was looking at was Victor Hedman. His value is a lot higher, but he is an absolute stud. 87 overall, he's already a top 2 guy. I think he'd just be perfect. Again, a little too much value. So, what I was thinking here, I would like to get either one of two players. I would like to get one of Bobby Ryan. Ryan is good because he's relatively young. He's only 26. He's already a first-line forward. And I think he would balance the line out pretty well if he were to play with Voracek and Giroux. They're two skill guys. He's a bit of a more physical guy, but he's still a really good scorer, and that would go along well with Giroux's playmaking. His value's a little high, and Anaheim doesn't want to give him up. That's the problem. So the alternative to that, I think, is Martin Havlat on the Sharks. Havlat's 32, so he's a bit on the older side, but he's still a first-line forward, 85 overall. And his contract is not too bad because it's only 2 more years at $5 million. We can more than afford that. So I think Havlat is the way we're going to go. I can look at upcoming free agency after we get out of this trade deadline. So there are possibilities that we could sign a first line forward. I think Phil Kessel's a free agent, so we could go for that and just trade Havlat for more draft picks or something. I like this deal because I don't think we'll have to give up a whole lot to get Havlat, because they do want, they don't want many of our prospects, but they don't want draft picks either. That's strange. Okay, well, we could give up a prospect, one of Barkov or Lawton, I would think. I would probably want to give up Barkov. That value's close, but they don't want to give him up, and they don't really have any interest in Barkov either. So, wow, I thought they'd be more interested in this. Okay, well, let's toss him a second for next year. I don't think this will go through just because they're not interested in any of it, but I could see it happening. And this isn't giving up a whole lot for us because we have better prospects than Barkov, and we have 2 first-round picks this year, so we're gonna get some good prospects coming. So if this goes through, I'd be really happy actually. Let's see. Yeah, quite far off in value, and it doesn't meet the trade block. Okay. Well, let's try this again. San Jose. Martin Havlat. Okay. Now, who do they want? Could give up Gustafson. I wouldn't mind giving up Gustafson because we'll probably. It's a question of should we go defense in the first round or maybe another forward. I don't know. So they're more interested in that, I would think. Is there anyone they want to give away? Okay, yeah, we'll take some of these guys off their hands. Take this unsigned guy. We'll have to sign him. And toss in that second. I'm okay with giving up a second. We have a 4th for next year, too. Now that... I don't know if this will go through, but we'll see if there's anything else we can add. Talbot more hunters. No, not really. Anyone with good value? Defenseman. Yeah, we might have to go defense first round this year. I wouldn't mind giving up Ixon. That's too many players. Skater's giving away. This Tarasov guy. Okay, this is a lot, but it's not really a whole lot of value. Barkov and Gustafson are the 2 big pieces. And the draft picks aren't a big deal. Ixon's not really going to amount to anything. And we're going to have to he'd probably be the one we scratch anyway to make room for Havlat in the lineup. So I hope this goes through. We're taking some guys off their hands, so let's see. Yes, it will. I doubt anyone will think San Jose came out on the short end of the stick in this trade, so it's a done deal. So we have a first-line scorer for Claude Giroux. Oh, wait. It was Holmstrom. Whatever. Okay. No. So, Tarasov, Bellwood. I'm gonna send Holmstrom. Send Holmstrom. He was claimed. Oh well. Tarasov, no. I don't need you either. So let's get Havlat in here. Havlat. Okay. Now, do we bump Simmons or Voracek down? I think Simmons is having a better year. Let's see. Season 47 points. That's actually really, really good. For Simmons, I suppose. And Voracek has 44 points. Okay. I think I'm going to put Havlat up on the first line so we can play with Voracek. They both right wingers? Yeah, they are. Oh well. They're both snipers, but I think that'll make for a good lineup. Let's bump Wheeler or Simmons. I think we can have Simmons on the third line. That makes sense, I suppose. Very two-way forward line. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Okay, what's the power play too? We can give Havlat more power play time. We don't need to give Wheeler power play time. Wait. We should have Bolin playing the... Where is he? There he is. That makes more sense. Okay. Bolin Voracek. I'm going to put Bolin Havlat. The Chicago connection. Yep. Oh, we'll get finally someone to replace Rundblad in the shootout lineup. So there we go. I like that deal. It's not like we're strapped for cash the next few years. We spoke good in Minnesota. It's interesting. Yeah, so it's not like we're acquiring some guy who's going to start declining really soon. He's only 32. He's still a first-line forward. If anything, Voracek's progression should make up for it, because Voracek should be at least like an 84 next year, I would say. So, if anything, he can play down our second line play next year. And we can always acquire more players. So, that's really the only deal I want to make at this point. Talinder from Colorado. Huh. Okay. No, so I guess we'll keep Simmon and finish this season. We only have about a month left, so. And there we go, 5-1. See, we're scoring goals. That was our problem. Okay, so we have a bit of a game breaker with Giroux. There we go, 2 wins in a row. See? Wins, you make smart trades like that and they pay off. I like it. Can we get 3 in a row? Can we get 3 in a row? Yes, we can. Hell yes. We're coming in hot against the Penguins, and look at this. We scored at least 4 goals in 3 straight games. That's great. It's exactly what we needed to do with this trade. We needed to bolster our offense. Okay, well, can't win them all. We'll get you, Pittsburgh. All right, scouting assignment. Jeez, weak draft class. Let's look at some defensemen, actually. No one great outside of the OHL. Okay, so we'll just look at forwards then. 6 weeks. Okay. Give Mason 1 more loss, and then we'll give Engren some time. Another win. Good stuff. Good stuff. Mason's up to 30 wins. I like it. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to check the standings, actually, because I want to see where we are and see who we could potentially match up with in the playoffs. See if we can beat the Rangers. Yes, we did. Hell yes. Okay. Get to Chicago. Let's just check this out. Okay, so look, we're up to 5th now. Oh, God, we don't want to play the Islanders again. Yeah. Let's try to avoid that. String some more wins together. That's an overtime loss, though. This is a tough stretch of games, so I'm just going to keep Mason in. Some good teams we're playing now. So, there we go. We got a win. See, I trust Mason. I more than trust Mason. He's been pretty solid for us this year, you have to admit. So, another win against Nashville. Man, we're just tearing off wins now. This is great. Have we caught Pittsburgh? Okay, we're 4 behind Pittsburgh. Ugh. I hope the Sabres or the Rangers can catch up. I want to avoid the Islanders at all costs. There's a loss. All right, we'll give Engren some starts here. Okay. Engren, get in there. I wonder how Havlat's doing. Should probably check the stats, but oh well. Engren, can you get a win? Yeah, there we go. And we're scoring for him. We are scoring goals. It's not a problem anymore. Can we beat the Lightning? 3-0. Come on, boys. All right, we'll get Mason back in there. I think they expected 47 wins out of us this year, so okay, we're in the 6th, so we play Carolina right now. I feel like we're just on a crash course to play the Islanders, and I'm not looking forward to that. Although maybe we can redeem ourselves. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, the Sabres better win so we can avoid the Islanders. Oh, another loss. Come on, guys. It's not a good way to finish the season. Alright, let's end well. There we go. 5-3 win. It's exactly the type of game we need to win. High scoring, shut them down, although 3 goals is kind of a lot. I don't want to see that. Okay, regular season has ended. So we got 45 of the 47 wins they want. They expect a strong playoff one. And we got the Carolina Hurricanes in the first round. Alright. Well, we made the playoffs. That's the important part, I'd say. And I don't think there's any reason to think we can't beat the Hurricanes. They do have Skinner and Semin and all them, but that's not bad. So let's look at the stats. Giroux got up at 80 points. it's a bit of a dip for him considering he was over 100 last year, but again, he was playing with no true first-line forwards this year, although he wasn't last year either. No, he was playing with Gagne last year. But, okay, so Havlat got 30 goals for us. I don't know how much of that was with us, but it doesn't look like his production dipped at all when he came over, so that's great. Gagne still producing 58 points on the second line, fine with me. Simmons with 57, awesome. Rundblad, 52 points for defenseman. I'm going to have to check and see if he's a league leader, because that's pretty impressive. Voracek, 51 points. Again, same thing. That's cool, Voracek. He should bump up and become better next year, so that's good. Wheeler, 46, fine with me. Boland up to 41 points. That's good for a second-line center. His line mates usually carried most of the weight, though. Shannon, 32 points. All right, fine. Look to see a little bit more out of him sooner than later. Hanzus, pretty good for fourth-line player. Same with Wellwood and Talbot and all them. So this is pretty good. Let's look at Mason. Mason, 233. He was 34, 23, and 4. Not bad at all. 926 save percentage. So Mason was pretty good for us. I'm going to see real quick. NHL defenseman. So Rundblad was second in the league in points, behind Carl and Pitkanen. Matt Carl. Why don't the Flyers keep him? Alright. So I like it. I like what I'm seeing now. We match up with the Hurricanes in the first round. I think we're coming in hot. More so than the Hurricanes are, possibly. So, join me next time, guys. We will start round 1 of the Year 2 playoffs. I will see you then. Thanks for watching.